Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are looking at this problem, which if you're doing this week's Spiral Review is problem number 1. This is one of those problems where we have to find the correct equation for our answer choice. My suggestion, and I may have told you this before, is to solve the problem, forgetting about what equation it is. Find out what M is. Find out the number of marbles that she gave to each friend. Once you know the value of the variable, which is M, you can go through and replace wherever it says M with that number. So I'm going to pretend, because I don't know the answer, I'm going to pretend that when I solved for M, I got 27. Well, then I'd put everywhere it says M, I'd put 27 and see if that makes that equation true. So everywhere I'd put M, I'd see if that makes the equation true. Now, another thing you need to know about this problem is doing order of operations. And I know you've done order of operations, and you realize that when we have multiple operations in a problem, you start with the grouping symbols, which in this case is the parentheses. Okay? So when you're checking any of these equations, you start always with the parentheses. So Anaya had 24 marbles. She gave 6 marbles to her brother. She divided the rest of the marbles equally among her 3 best friends. Which equation can be used to find M, the number of marbles Aliyah gave each friend? So we need to figure out the steps in what she did. So first she did what? Okay? So she had 24, then she gave away 6 to her brother. I can look at these. Another way to do it is see which one doesn't do 24 minus 6. Okay? Oh, I've got a 24 minus 6 there. Okay, so as far as the first step, A could be an answer. There's a 24 minus 6 here, but the parentheses they would have to start with, so it wouldn't be 24 minus 6 if you started with the parentheses.
So that's not.
So it could not be B. There's a 24 minus 6 here. And again, same as B, we would start with the parentheses, and so that is not 24 minus 6. So after this first step, I've eliminated half of the answers. Half of the answers. Again, listen to how I'm talking my way through this problem. I'm not rushing through, reading it, and picking an answer. So when I make your answer keys for you, I don't know the answers to these problems. So I have to talk my way through it as well. So when she gave, how many did she have left? 18. So she had 18 left. And what did she do with those 18? Divided them by 3. And so how many did she give each of her friends? 6. So each of her friends got 6 marbles. Each of her friends got 6 marbles. Let's look at A. Does 6 equal 24 minus 6 minus 3? No, because 24 minus 6 is 18, minus 3 is 15. She didn't give. If it says M equals 15, we know M is supposed to equal 6. M is supposed to equal 6. Well, now that eliminates 3 of the answers. But just like we talked earlier, we're always going to check our work because we want to get the right answer. So if I took the equation, and we're going to start with order of operations, or when you have multiple operations soon. But you know this, because these spiral reviews start off with things you already know. Well, the spiral reviews are always going to be something you already know. Where do we start in this problem? The parentheses. I start with 24, subtract 6. I start with find the difference between 24 and 6. Difference means we're going to subtract. Okay, so that's where I start, which means that gives me 18. I haven't done the divide 3 yet. Is 18 divided by 3 equal 6? That means m equals 6. We don't freak out just because there's a letter in the problem. We could have replaced 6 if the m was in the middle of the problem. All we got to do is put 6 wherever the m shows up, solve that equation, and see if it works. So the correct answer for that one is going to be C. Okay, if you're following this, just send it out to all your friends and family. I mean, I need to have at least, by the end of the school year, 4,000 subscribers. So
Please subscribe.